McDo Hicks asked, "What are your views on wearing the Feileadh instead of a regular kilt? I've been wearing a Feileadh for 7 years, and I really don't like wearing a regular kilt anymore." He's a true believer. He's found the hidden path. Yeah.
Okay, so Feileadh versus Feileadh. Feileadh is the Gaelic or the Gallic for the Great Kilt or the Great Plaid. Basically the big blankety thing you wrap yourself up in around the shoulders.
There's more of it.
The Feileadh or the little kilt or the half kilt is essentially evolved into what we wear today, which is a tailored garment. So what are the thoughts on wearing the Great Kilt every day versus the half kilt or regular tailored kilt every day? I'm torn on it. It's weird. We've back to the history bounding or the costumey incorporated into life discussion, or the evolution of clothing discussion, or the evolution of individualism type discussion. A great kilt can be worn as everyday clothing to varying degrees of success. There are people like the band Kinfolk from North Carolina, I think they are, South Carolina, or Jonathan Kennedy, who's a guy in our Facebook group. They wear the great kilt as part of contemporary clothing. They'll wear like a t-shirt or a button-down shirt or a sweater or something with a great kilt, and they will make it work. So they'll kind of mix historical looking garb with contemporary garb, with clothing of today, and they kind of make it work. So but again, to varying degrees of success. I've seen guys wearing a great kilt and it just looks like a dog's dinner, when they try to wear sneakers with it and the tank top. So it can be done. Would I do it? No, I'm not a big fan of the great kilt from an aspect of takes more effort to get dressed, frankly speaking. I am a very low key, low energy, well, as far as dress kind of guy, where I don't put a ton of effort into it, but I want to look reasonably well put together and smart looking, where that would take more effort, more time, more thought into an outfit for me. Erik, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. I think it's fine. It's kind of cool that we live at a time where you have the option. It's pretty badass. And I've seen a lot of pictures now, because it's become more and more popular, of guys doing it. Like we have one fellow who works in a warehouse, and he sent us some pictures of him, working on the floor, wearing a great kilt. And I've seen guys, the people you mentioned are performers, so it kind of works if you're a performer, because it's like it's almost costumey. And then there's of course Jonathan Kennedy, our favorite model. But the you can absolutely do it. I just don't think you can do it for anything formal. I think that as soon as you try to add, and we've said this before, as soon as you try to add something that's angular like formal wear is, it just looks awkward. I would not try to pair it with a suit fitted type jacket. So an argyle, a tweed jacket, for the most part, a Prince Charlie, anything like that. I really don't think a great kilt looks good with those garments, because it's the floofy combined with the angular of a tailored thing. It doesn't work. In my opinion, I really dislike it. But now for casual, or even date night level, like if you're gonna just rock it with a wool jumper, or with a t-shirt and necklace, or like you said, like a dress shirt, but an open dress shirt, no tie, maybe a vest you could get away with. So anything that's like casual cool, I think you're fine. But if you're going to a wedding, or you have to present an award at your college, I don't. You like that one, Jamie? I don't think it's a good option.
Yeah, I would use the words. I wouldn't say necessarily angular. I would say clean lines.
Yeah,
Sharp, clean lines of a tailored garment,
right,
mixed with the floofy. I do like floofy. The mix with the floofy, puffy kind of great kilt that's kind of free flowing, and then very sharp lines.
Right.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I think that's basically it. So go for it. Just
Indeed.
Not every occasion.
Try it and see if you like it. Yeah, and I would also, well, no, sorry, he's already trying it and liking it. So
Yeah, he's
then, sure,
yeah. 7 years is pretty cool. That's
enjoy.
about as long as it's been a thing. He's like right at the ground floor. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Says I think of most people who've gotten into wearing a Feileadh on a regular basis, it's more like 4 or 5 years at the most. So 7, it's like, wow, he's an early adopter. So
Yeah.
right on.
Hey, he found what
Cool.
he loves and he's going for it. So
Yeah, man.
cheers to you.
Yep. So different fashions for different people, right? What do you think? Do you think wearing great kilts as a part of modern dress is a fad, or do you think it's here to stay? Let us know in the comments if you think it's cool or just kind of costumey. In the meantime, if you want other thoughts and ideas on modern kilt fashion and where it's going and what we think of it, check these videos out over here.